Hello there, you're now watching SME On Point. My name is Liabo Setho. Thank you so much for staying with SABC News. As businesses become more sustainable, the international relocation industry is not being left behind. This month on SME On Point, we are focusing on the green businesses as well as their contribution to the sustainability agenda. Crown Relocations Africa takes us through the changing trends like the excessive use of polystyrene and bubble wrap use, which is being phased out. They are opting for more eco-friendly alternatives like biodegradable corrugated cardboard. This pivotal shift not only aligns with environmental goals, but also fosters a more conscientious and responsible approach to relocation. Packaging plays a crucial role in moving towards zero waste in the supply chain. In recent years, the focus on sustainable practices has extended to the relocation industry. More companies are adopting eco-friendly approaches to reduce the environmental impact of relocation processes. Crown Relocations Africa has embraced this shift. It too is using electric or hybrid vehicles for transportation, employing green packing materials and promoting recycling and waste reduction.
On the moving services side, we used to be very plastic intensive. All our packing materials weren't biodegradable. We used to use vehicles, non-electric vehicles, so we were, polluting the atmosphere. As far as record storage is concerned, we were very into lots of paper, and we're now looking at going digital worldwide.
Petty says initiatives not only contribute to a greener planet, but also align with the growing awareness and commitment to sustainability among individuals and organizations.
We are abusing this planet badly, and I think that all companies that are serious now about wanting to help the environment need to seriously look at stop abusing the planet and use things that are not going to damage the solar system.
Yeah. Poor education quality, challenges in finding employment, load shedding and crime are some of the reasons why many South Africans are leaving the country seeking greener pastures. Petty says he's now witnessing a changing trend.
A lot of people have suddenly realized that the grass hasn't been green on the other side. So we still have a lot of people are leaving, so probably every 4 containers that leave, one will come back. And so that one coming back is good news for us, that people are actually looking to coming back to the country. But I think also some people that are coming back can't afford to bring their furniture back. So we're not bringing as much furniture back to the country as that we've moved out in the past.
According to Atlas Copco South Africa, a company that helps businesses to lower their CO2 emissions and achieve their own sustainability ambitions, going green has many benefits apart from the return on investment. Petty agrees.
Saving the planet, we certainly saved a lot of waste into the environment. I think with recycling, we do get money back for our recycled pulping and recycling of paper. So that has certainly brought in a lot of extra revenue to our organisation. But I think that we don't want to shortchange our clients by giving them bad packing material. So we do look at recycled paper that made into boxes, so that is a good thing, that we're not using virgin material, but we are I'd say we're making a lot of money out of recycling the paper rather than throwing away plastics like we did in the past.
Liabo Setho, SABC News, Johannesburg. Thank you so much to Crown Relocations Africa. We are on a drive here on SME On Point this month. We want to hear from more green businesses, those that are contributing to the ecosystem and using eco-friendlier products in their quest, to lower CO2 emissions. So if you are that business, we are on Facebook. You can reach us on at SME On Point and tell us your story. We'll come out and see what you do to show it to our SABC viewership. Evergrow Seedlings is also playing in its green economy ecosystem by using science and technology to help emerging farmers grow their vegetables. Evergrow has socio-economic strategies to curb the negative impact of food insecurity and poverty through urban culture. After conducting an in-depth research on ways to create a positive impact with their business, they've realized that there's a food security challenge that agriculture can curb. To talk more about their business and the contribution to the green businesses, co-founder Andile Gcaza joins us now via Zoom. Andile, thank you so much for joining us here on SME On Point. How is Evergrow contributing to the green agenda? And also, more importantly, how are you fighting hunger in the urban areas?
Yes, Sanbonani, thank you so much for inviting us. As mentioned, Andile Gcaza here. And, Evergrow sees itself as a socio-economic enterprise, which was started by young entrepreneurs back in 2018. Our small business currently operates from Soweto, which roughly has a population of about 1.2 million. But it is reported that of that 1.2 million, about 56% of them do face some level of food insecurity. And one of the strategies that we use, and we're linking into also the Gauteng strategy, GDAT strategy for backyard food gardening, whereby we help people become more self-sustaining and be able to grow their own food, which actually in turn puts more money back into their pockets and allows them to spend on other critical things. So, other things that other people don't even notice, about fresh food is that, if you have a fridge, you go to your supermarket, you buy your fresh greens and you pop them in the fridge. But, some households don't even have a fridge. So it's so difficult for them to access fresh greens and nutritious food. So then having that ability to be able to go into your backyard, maybe you have your bean bag and you just pick up a few greens and you eat healthy food.
Yes.
So that's the impact that we have.
Yeah, I can imagine that you face a lot of people who perhaps like me would not know where to even begin if I were to be given a seed or a seedling to start planting. Is the soil correct, particularly in an urban area like in Soweto, like in Roodepoort, for instance? How does one now check? Can I even start growing my own food? What do I need? What does what's that path like?
Well, my favorite answer is Google Evergrow seedlings, and we'll advise you. But one of the things that we do is extension officing and extension services. And with these extension services, we support you in your in you growing your own food. So one of the things that we do, the soil is an important part, and also the water is an important part.
Yeah.
But one of the things that we will do for these backyard gardeners is that you can reuse an old meal bag. Others, they'll set up with a pellet. They'll put in, they'll bring in compost,
Yes.
and then they'll pack it in those bags. And then once they pack and put it in those bags, then they would then come and get advice based on the time of year from us, which seedlings are best for them to plant, and would give them the best results. So, soil acidity, for a farmer, you have to do soil tests. And one of the places where you can do that the government offers is the ARC. You can contact the ARC, and then which is the Agricultural Research Council. And these guys will definitely give you direction on how to further improve your soil. But then for a small scale person, going to your local nursery or your garden shop, you will definitely get your advice. So Google Evergrow seedlings, and we'll definitely see how we can help you, because we walk you through your growing journey up until your first harvest. And
just before I let you go, what other important tools are there for viewers of SME On Point who are into entrepreneurship, someone is thinking there must be more than just growing the food? Where are the other areas where I can start a business, where I can be successful?
That is such a great question. So then talking about agripreneurship, because agripreneurship is a broad spectrum of opportunities. We talk about primary production when you talk. Most people think about primary production when you talk about agriculture, but that's just farm gate. Past farm gate, there is actually agro processing, and there are agro dealers. There are agro input suppliers, and these guys play different roles within the sector. So they're even agricultural scientists. So, I mean, you should not limit yourself when you think about a career or a venture within agriculture, because even farmers, they need support. And that's why I'm saying people that do things like agronomy at school, they can come on board and become extension service. They can give extension services, even soil testing. There are people that actually their businesses focus on doing soil tests for farmers.
Right.
So when you think about agriculture, think of it as a broad spectrum, and don't limit it to just primary production.
Farming. Yeah. Andy Leqaza, he is the co-founder of Evergrow Seedlings, and they've been contributing to our talk of maintaining the sustainability agenda. What are South African small businesses doing in order to become more eco-friendly and to become a more green business? If you are that business, as I said, our Facebook page is at SME On Point, and we'd love to hear your story and chat to you about what you are doing where you are. As I always say, don't forget to support small businesses in your communities and make those rands and cents circulate. More news with Nzinga after this break. Don't go away.